Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Fête Nationale for all those of you who are in Quebec, which is probably all of you because nobody else will be watching this. Sorry for yesterday. This is Saturday. I don't normally do a video, but Friday, because it was Fête Nationale today, a lot of businesses were closed yesterday and not a lot of people around, so we opened late, and I took advantage of it, and I actually slept in at 9 o'clock. Whoa. Haven't done that for a very long time. So it felt good. But here I'm doing the video today to make up for yesterday, because I don't want us to fall behind in this. And considering we're talking self-discipline here, it's good to be disciplined in this matter, right? So we're using Deuteronomy chapter 29, and the verse is a bit different than what we've been looking at. And the reason I want to consider this is because self-discipline is to get us to a place where the Lord wants us to be in maturity. And we're never going to get to that place of maturity without applying the self-discipline. And so we find here in Deuteronomy chapter 9, I don't use the Old Testament too often, but Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 29, the secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things which are revealed and disclosed belong to us and to our children forever, so that we may do all the words of this law. Now, I want you to listen to the heart of this, because that's what we miss quite often, is that we're too busy into the details of the Old Testament, and there's people still try to live the Old Testament, even though the Jews weren't able to do it for some reason. We think we're able to do it, and that the Old Testament has to do with the Jews, but the laying down of the foundation for the New Testament, for Jesus' arrival, and for Him fulfilling all those things. I want you to listen to the heart of this again. The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but the things which are revealed and disclosed belong to us and to our children forever, so that we may do all the words of this law. So, the things that have been revealed, and we've used the verse before, that's in Proverbs, I believe it is, that deals with the things hidden for the glory of God. And the things that the king seeks out is for the glory of the king. It comes down to basically we're dealing with the same thing, that there are hidden things and there are revealed things, and we are to seek out those revealed things. We are to understand those revealed things. But you have to seek them out. You have to study them. One of the greatest disciplines you're going to have is a study of the Word of God. And there's a lot there. And the more you dig, the more layers there are. And God has buried these things for us to dig up, to discover, to learn. Because then as we learn them, instead of them being spoon-fed to us, then they become part of us. And this is what we're to do. And some of you have been doing a lot of that. You've been discovering a lot of things. You've been digging into the Word. You've been discovering things to apply to your life, and things are beginning to change for you. But I want you to understand that all these things are completed. They are all completed. They're done. Jesus said, "It is finished." The work was complete. All the promises fulfilled. Everything is ours. It is all ours, and it's there for us to take. But in order to know to take them, we need to know that they're there. We need to know what they are. And as we discover these things that have been disclosed, then they're automatically ours. We get to take them. It's not a matter of we have to earn them or anything. None of these things. We don't earn any of these things. We grow in our understanding. We grow in our maturity so that we can possess these things. And possessing is not knowing. Okay, we know them, and then we take them and we apply them to our life. We take them and they become part of us. All those promises, there's so many promises. And most Christians don't even know what the promises are. because they don't study the Word. So they worship Jesus. They show up on Sunday at church, but they don't live the life. And that's what Jesus said. He said, come, follow me. He said, come, do what I do. Deny yourself, take up your cross, come, follow me. Do as I do. Live as I live. He said, you marvel at these things, but you're going to do greater things. But to do those greater things, we need to discover these things have been disclosed to us. And that takes time. It takes study. It takes application. It takes incorporation. It takes drinking it in, allowing it to be part of us. It takes discovering this thing and acting on it, actually doing it. That's the self-discipline we need. It's not going to come easy. The things that you're taught on Sunday, you have to rediscover for yourself. It's great to take notes and take those notes and study those notes and study and relook at the video and listen to it again and take in as much as you can, but you have to put it into practice. There's no sense studying the Bible, the scriptures, unless you're planning on doing something with them. Because then you're just going to become religious. And we know lots of people who are lost in religion and their self-importance and their knowledge and they can tell you all the things that this means in the Hebrew and what this means in the Greek, but it's not applied to their own life. And they use those things as an excuse not to live the life that Jesus has given us to live. So don't be that. So I want to encourage you today, keep pressing in, keep applying the self-discipline, but especially in the Word of God. God bless.